So the arguments for the day in the jurisdiction case of Sushant Singh Rajput's death probe have concluded, and the Supreme Court has reserved its judgment. Several interesting points were presented from all the parties. In fact, what was very, very interesting in this entire conversation, or the argument that took place, was that the family has demanded a CBI probe, and Team Rhea has not opposed that. Team Rhea has not opposed a CBI probe in this entire case. The SG told the Supreme Court that the way there is a fight going on between, or a turf war going on between the Mumbai police and the Bihar police, this itself is a reason that the case should be handed over to a central agency, to the CBI, to continue with the investigation. For now, of course, the Supreme Court has reserved its judgment after hearing to all the sides. Several claims and counterclaims were made. Remember, the Bihar Government Council said that's political pressure in Maharashtra. Vikas Singh, presenting the family's point of view, says that the Bihar police has jurisdiction to investigate the matter. But now that the entire case has been handed over to CBI, the Bihar government also says that Rhea Chakrabarti's petition is infructuous and that it does not stand. For now, of course, like I said, the Supreme Court has reserved its judgment, and brief notes have been asked for all parties to be shared with the top court before a verdict is pronounced. We also this morning accessed another sensational proof in Sushant Singh Rajput's death probe, which his family claims was a murder and not a suicide. Today, Times Now has accessed a worried father's desperate message to Rhea and Sushant's business manager Shruti Modi as well, sent on November 29th, 2019. He was worried about Sushant's health. He wanted to know how his son was. He wanted to travel to Mumbai, but Rhea and Shruti did not even care to respond to these SOS messages. The question is simple. If Rhea was indeed a well-wisher who cared, why did she not respond to the father? Why did she not keep the father informed about Sushant's health and the treatment that the actor was undergoing? Clearly no concerns that were shared with the family members. Let's try and go across to my colleagues who are joining us on the broadcast. I believe Priyank is joining us from ED office, from outside the ED office. We also have Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan, Harish, our legal editor, and our senior editor Bhavtosh joining us on the broadcast. Let's first quickly try and go across to Priyank. Priyank, in the ED office, is the interrogation of the sister and Shruti Modi along with Siddharth Pithani over, or is that interrogation still underway?
Shruti Modi was questioned for 4 hours by the Enforcement Directorate officers, but Siddharth Pithani is still here inside this Enforcement Directorate office in the city of Mumbai. On the other side, Sushant Singh Rajput's sister, who was the first responder from the family side on the unfortunate day when Sushant Singh Rajput's body was found inside the flat, Meetu, is inside this Enforcement Directorate office, and she is recording a statement. There are several aspects on which the Enforcement Directorate has been asking a question. The initial investigation questioning started with what she saw and who were these people who called Meetu to come before at the flat where Sushant Singh's body was found. Later to that, the Enforcement Directorate is also trying to know that whether in between June 8th, on the day when Rhea Chakrabarti left Sushant Singh Rajput, till 12th of June, till the time Meetu Singh stayed with Sushant Singh Rajput, what were the conversations which happened in between brother and sister, whether she got to know from Sushant that there was some kind of blackmailing which was happening with him, or what were the financial transactions which he had with Rhea Chakrabarti. Everything of those 4 days of account is being asked from Meetu Singh, who is right now for the first person, Swati, who is deposing before the central agency here in Mumbai. Although we know that Sushant's father and one sister, the eldest sister, has already recorded their statement before the Central Bureau of Investigation. That's why this questioning which is right now going on is very important.
Right, Priyank, stay on with us. Let me quickly also go across to Harish Nair. Harish, the ED interrogation continues, but the hearing in the top court has concluded today with the Supreme Court reserving the judgment. But very interesting claims and counterclaims during those arguments were presented.
Yes, Swati, Supreme Court reserved the judgment in the petition filed by Rhea Chakrabarti seeking transfer of the Patna FIR to Mumbai. And after a marathon 3-hour hearing, which as you rightly put, the heated exchanges and top lawyers were arguing from both sides. And the biggest takeaway was when Justice Rishikesh Roy asked Rhea's lawyer, Shyam Diwan, when he was vehemently opposing the CBI probe and saying that even the FIR on the basis of which the CBI probe was ordered, even that was without jurisdiction. Then Justice Rishikesh Roy asked Shyam Devan whether hadn't you earlier supported, asked for a CBI probe, and how can you at this juncture oppose it? Then Shyam Devan replied that yes, but the first and foremost right for conducting the probe should be given to the Mumbai police, and only after that, even if the Supreme Court wants to vet that investigation report, as already one report has been submitted to the court, and if it wants, it can summon more investigation report, and if it is not satisfied, then a CBI probe can be ordered. Swati, remember, this argument is almost on the lines of what Ria had submitted in an affidavit yesterday. She had said that if the Supreme Court orders a CBI probe, she had no objection, but the trial should happen in Mumbai. Mumbai at any cost, that is her line, because and it's very clear, as Vikas Singh is saying, that she's happy with the way Mumbai police is botching up. It's not helping the Mumbai Bihar police. It's the way it is scuttling the probe. And so, as Vikas Singh said, Ria is happy with the way Mumbai police is going completely on a different tangent, saying and they are going after this nepotism, favoritism, and professional rivalry. And even Vikas Singh during the argument said that why after around 60 days there's no FIR? Whom have they questioned? This 56 person. Who are
some allegations were also leveled while these arguments were being presented. Bihar Government's Council said that senior political clout prevented the Mumbai police from registering an FIR. He also went on to say that the political pressure is not in Bihar but in Maharashtra.
Well, on at least 4 or 5 counts, there were very strong arguments and counter-arguments. There were 4 or 5 major sticking points. One is, of course, the issue of jurisdiction. Second is on the issue of politicization. Thirdly, on really whether the probe has been conducted fairly or not, with each side having their own arguments. So if I can just break down all of these issues one by one, the first and the most important was the issue of jurisdiction. While, in fact, Ria Chakrabarty's lawyer, Shyam Devan, as well as the lawyer for the Maharashtra government, Abhishek Manu Singh, we have said that this was a probe that was being conducted properly. 56 people had been interrogated, and that there was no question of any kind of interference as far as this probe is concerned. Also saying that there was no complaint that was made. To counter that, what was really said is that if there are 56 persons who have been interrogated, why has an FIR not been filed? Tushar Mehta went further on to say that even the relevant sections of CRPC were not really invoked as filing of the FIR, and then recording statements or interrogating people are concerned. So therefore, all of this recording of statements is completely ineffective and infructuous in terms of the legal case. The second most important aspect.
Yes, let me also go across to Bhavtosh. In fact, the SG also went on to say the way the Mumbai police and the Bihar police is fighting in this case, that is a solid reason for it to be now taken over by the CBI.
Swati, the manner in which Solicitor General summed up the entire proceedings today speaks volumes. In fact, he summed up it in the best possible way. He said the manner in which they are fighting here during the hearing, one can imagine the way they would be fighting over jurisdiction on field. The fact is that both Mumbai police as well as Bihar police have decided to side with one side of this case. Mumbai police has decided to join hands with Ria Chakrabarty camp, whereas Bihar police is virtually parroting the lines of Sushant Singh Rajput's family, and that's not the way you carry out criminal investigation. It should not only be seen, but it should also be seen as well as heard that the investigation is free and fair and independent, and that's the reason why the probe should go to the CBI.
All right, Bhavtosh, Madhav, Harish and Priyank, thank you very much for joining us with those details.